Jay-Z made more money from a single champagne deal than most rappers make in their entire career. But that's just one piece of a $2.5 billion empire. Here's how he did it. Born Shawn Carter in Brooklyn's Marcy Projects, struggling to secure a major record deal, Jay-Z had every reason to fail. Instead, he became hip-hop's first billionaire. This is the exact blueprint he followed. December 4th, 1969. Shawn Carter is born in Brooklyn's Marcy Houses, a public housing project with over 1,700 apartments in one of New York's most dangerous neighborhoods. When Jay was 11, his father abandoned the family. But young Shawn was different. While selling on the streets, he wasn't just hustling. He was learning profit margins, inventory management, and negotiation. He was processing everything through an entrepreneurial lens. He had another outlet, rap music. His mother bought him a boombox, and he started writing rhymes. He attended school with future legends like the notorious B.I.G. and Busta Rhymes. But when he tried to get a record deal, he struggled to secure interest from major labels. Too old, not commercial enough, doesn't fit the mold. Rejection wasn't the end, it was the beginning. In 1994, after years of rejection, Jay-Z did something radical. With Damon Dash and Kareem Biggs Burke, he co-founded Roc-A-Fella Records using money from street hustling. He was literally selling CDs out of his car trunk. No major label, no radio play, just hustle. In 1996, they released Reasonable Doubt. It only reached number 23 on the Billboard charts, but critics recognized something special. Here's the genius move. In 1997, when Def Jam offered a distribution deal, Jay-Z negotiated something unprecedented. He sold 50% of Roc-A-Fella for a reported $1.5 million, but kept the other 50%. He got major label distribution while maintaining partial ownership. This was the foundation of everything. Ownership. Always maintain ownership. By 1998, his album Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, debuted at number 1. Jay-Z had arrived. But while other rappers bought jewelry and cars, he was thinking 20 years ahead. In 1999, Jay-Z co-founds Rocawear with Damon Dash. While other rappers endorsed Jay clothing brands, Jay owned his. At its peak, Rocawear was generating over $350 million in annual revenue. In 2007, he sold Rocawear to Iconic's brand group for $204 million in cash. But here's the genius move. He retained his stake in the company and continued overseeing marketing. He got paid hundreds of millions and still maintained some involvement in the brand. The 40/40 Club opened in 2003, a luxury sports bar in Manhattan that later expanded to multiple locations. Every move was calculated. Every business venture built equity. Every deal was structured for long-term value, not quick cash. In 2004, Jay-Z sold Roc-A-Fella's remaining shares to Def Jam for a reported $10 million and became president and CEO of Def Jam Records. For 3 years, he ran one of hip-hop's most powerful labels. He launched Rihanna and Neo's careers. But more importantly, he learned how major corporations operated from the inside. He was studying the corporate playbook. In 2007, he stepped down. Why? Because he'd learned everything he needed, and it was time to build something entirely his own. In 2008, Roc Nation launches. This wasn't just a record label. It was a full-service entertainment empire. Artist management, music publishing, touring, and sports management, with a Live Nation partnership worth an estimated $150 to $200 million over 10 years. Roc Nation represented everyone from Rihanna to J. Cole. It managed athletes like Kevin Durant. This is where Jay-Z's model diverged from every other rapper. He wasn't an artist with side businesses. He was a business mogul who also happened to rap. While building Roc Nation, Jay-Z was making strategic investments that would multiply his wealth exponentially. Uber. He invested early, before anyone knew what it was. That stake reportedly earned him over $70 million. Armand de Brignac Champagne. In 2006, after Cristal Champagne made disparaging remarks about hip-hop culture, Jay-Z boycotted the brand and pivoted to Armand de Brignac, ace of Spades. He acquired stakes starting in 2006, then bought full ownership by 2014. The brand sold over 500,000 bottles annually at $300 plus per bottle. In 2021, he sold 50% to LVMH for a reported $315 million. The deal valued the entire brand at approximately $630 million. From that single transaction, Jay-Z pocketed over $300 million. D'USSE Cognac. In 2012, Jay-Z partnered 50-50 with Bacardi to launch D'USSE Cognac. The brand became one of the fastest-growing cognacs in America. In February 2023, after a legal battle over valuation, Jay-Z sold the majority of his stake to Bacardi in a deal that valued his stake at approximately $750 million. He kept around 25% ownership. This single deal boosted his net worth from $1.3 billion to over $2 billion. Tidal. Acquired in 2015 for an estimated $56 million, he sold 80% to Square in 2021 for approximately $297 million, a 5x return. Every investment followed the same playbook. Identify opportunities early, build or scale aggressively, sell at peak valuation while retaining partial ownership, then reinvest. Let's talk numbers. By 2019, Jay-Z officially became hip-hop's first billionaire. Here's how his $2.5 billion empire breaks down today based on estimates from Forbes and other sources. His liquor businesses alone are worth over $1.5 billion. That includes the D'USSE proceeds and remaining stake, plus the Armand de Brignac sale. Roc Nation and entertainment assets are valued at $400+ million. His investment portfolio, including real estate, is worth over $500 million. His music catalog and royalties, $100 million. Art collection, $70 million. Combined with Beyoncé's estimated $500 million net worth, their household is worth over $3 billion. But here's what makes this truly remarkable. He didn't just get lucky once. He executed the same playbook repeatedly. Identify an opportunity in a traditional industry. Build or acquire with strategic partners. Scale aggressively while maintaining ownership. Sell at peak valuation while retaining partial ownership. Then reinvest in the next opportunity. But here's what separates Jay-Z from everyone else. This wasn't luck. This was a repeatable formula. Ownership was non-negotiable. From Roc-A-Fella to Roc Nation, he never took endorsement deals when he could own equity instead. When brands wanted his name, he wanted a piece of the company. He diversified relentlessly. Music, clothing, alcohol, streaming, real estate, tech. If one business struggled, 5 others were printing money. He mastered the exit strategy. When brands hit peak valuation, he sold majority stakes for massive payouts, but kept minority ownership. He got paid twice, on the exit and from future growth. He played the long game. Armand de Brignac took 15 years. D'USSE took 11 years. While others chased quick flips, Jay-Z built companies worth hundreds of millions a decade later. And he never backed down on his value. When Cristal disrespected hip-hop, he bought a competing champagne brand and made it more successful. When Bacardi undervalued D'USSE, he took them to court and won. This formula turned a kid from the projects into a billionaire. And he executed it 5, 6, 7 times across different industries. From Marcy Projects to a $2.5 billion empire. From selling CDs out of his trunk to selling champagne brands for hundreds of millions. From getting no record deal to becoming hip-hop's first billionaire. Jay-Z didn't just get lucky. He built a system. He identified opportunities before everyone else saw them. He insisted on ownership when others took paychecks. He built for decades when others chased quarterly gains. And he never, ever accepted less than what he was worth. Want more celebrity business breakdowns? You're in the right place. Hit subscribe on Celebpreneurs and drop a comment telling me which celebrity's business empire you want me to break down next. Thanks for watching.